Hey everyone, welcome. So, have you ever woken up, looked at your daily routine, and just felt heavy? Like you're completely stuck in a rut and desperately need to hit a giant reset button? Yeah, we've literally all been there. Today we're walking through a really cool explainer on a framework built to do exactly that. It's called the 7-Day Life Reset Protocol. Now, this isn't about some vague overnight magic pill. It's a highly structured step-by-step method designed to pull you out of that exhausting slump and completely reset your baseline, all in just 1 week.
Which brings us to the ultimate question, right? Can you actually fix your life in just 7 days? I know, when you're stuck in a slump, the gap between where you are and where you want to be feels, well, completely insurmountable. It's like staring up at a mountain. We all know that universal frustration of trying to change everything at once, only to totally burn out by day 3. But here's the kicker. The source material we're unpacking today argues that the problem isn't your ambition. It's actually your execution. You absolutely can fix your trajectory in 7 days, but you have to use the exact right sequence.
Okay, let's dive into this. The core philosophy of this entire protocol basically boils down to this one idea. One small action each day to rebuild your routine, boost productivity, and become more consistent. We aren't trying to boil the ocean here, folks. This explainer is all about the literal power of small, daily, compounding actions. It's simply about doing one specific thing right, locking it in, and then moving on to the next.
So here is our roadmap for the protocol. First up, the step-by-step reset. Then, Phase 1, physical foundation. Next, Phase 2, momentum and discipline. And finally, Phase 3, the identity shift.
Starting off with Section 1, the step-by-step reset. Now you might be wondering, why spread this out over a full week? Well, it's because overnight miracles just don't exist. But systematic changes definitely do. The absolute secret sauce of this protocol is the number 1, focus on just one thing per day. Think about it. When you try to fix your diet, your sleep, your messy room, and your fitness all on a random Monday morning, your brain completely panics and retreats right back to its comfort zone. By isolating our focus to a single new standard each day, you build consistency without triggering that awful sense of overwhelm. You secure a win, and you carry that momentum straight into tomorrow.
Moving right along to Section 2, which covers Phase 1, physical foundation.
This phase covers the first 3 days. And the reasoning here is super interesting because it's biological before it's psychological. You simply cannot build true, lasting discipline on a body that is exhausted, dehydrated, and just neglected. We have to fix the physical machine first before we can upgrade the mental software, right? Day 1 is dedicated entirely to sleep. You've got to reset your circadian rhythm because a well-rested brain is a hard prerequisite for willpower. Day 2 is fuel, focusing on hydration and what you're actually putting into your body. And Day 3 is appearance, which is fixing how you present yourself to the world. Controlling your sleep, dialing in your diet, and taking pride in your appearance creates immediate, undeniable psychological momentum. You start to feel better instantly, which proves to your brain that, hey, this process is actually working.
Next up is Section 3, exploring Phase 2, momentum and discipline.
So, now that your internal physical foundation is rock solid, we transition into generating actual momentum and discipline. And this brilliantly illustrates how we raise the energy, shifting from basic internal health to deliberate external action out in the world. On Day 4, the focus is movement. Getting physically active flushes the system and builds serious drive. Day 5 is clean, organizing your physical environment, because a cluttered space literally equals a cluttered mind. And Day 6 is where we build the muscle of discipline, applying focused repetition to our daily tasks. Notice how perfectly this naturally sets you up. You get your body moving, you clear your environment of distractions, and suddenly putting your head down to do the hard work on Day 6 feels natural instead of forced.
Finally, we reach Section 4. Phase 3, the identity shift. Up until now, we've focused mostly on building habits and executing actions. But the true climax of this explainer, the real goal of the protocol, isn't just about what you do. It's about who you become. You've fixed the body. You've optimized your environment and your actions. But now we have to lock it all in at the deepest psychological level. Because there is a massive difference between someone who says, I'm trying to wake up early, and someone who says, I am an early riser. The first person is merely executing a habit. The second person has achieved a massive internal transformation.
Which brings us to Day 7. Day 7 is entirely about one core message: choose who you are. The ultimate goal of this week-long protocol isn't just to have a tidy room or a slightly better sleep schedule. It's to use those 6 consecutive wins to actively decide your brand new identity. You have spent 6 days literally proving to yourself that you are capable of real change. So day 7 is where you accept that this is no longer just a reset, this is simply who you are now.
Okay, let's quickly recap all 7 compounding steps to really lock this in for you. Day 1, master your sleep. Day 2, optimize your fuel. Day 3, elevate your appearance. Day 4, activate with movement. Day 5, clean your environment. Day 6, build the muscle of deep work. And finally, day 7, choose your identity. It's all about taking it one day at a time, one focus at a time.
So I'm going to leave you with this final thought. You now have the exact roadmap to step out of your rut and totally rebuild your baseline. But remember, the 7 days are really just the launch pad. The actual journey starts after the protocol ends. So, who will you choose to be on day 8? The blueprint is right there in front of you. Now it's completely up to you to take action.